Welcome everyone to the House of More Politics. Donald Trump did his foreign policy speech today, and he started out bringing out Rudy Giuliani, and then he had Mike Pence, and then he came out. Rudy Giuliani was sort of like the hype man. I mean, he came out with some funny quips, and he made fun of Hillary and did some other things. Let's take a look at some of the things that he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former mayor of the city of New York, Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, that's how he came out. Let's keep going.
He's going to describe the world they were handed. And then he's going to describe the world as it is now.
Okay, so we're not going to talk about the economy. We're not going to talk about the Affordable Care Act. We're not going to focus on jobs and how he got everything down 5%. We're not going to talk about how the housing market was in a rut and how the auto industry was about to collapse. We're not going to talk about that because this is a foreign policy debate. We're going to talk about the fact that we caught Osama bin Laden, that we stabilized Afghanistan to an extent, that yes, we got out of Iraq a little bit early, but the circumstances around that forced his hand to move out. They wouldn't sign a SOFA agreement. But let's keep going anyway.
I think history will write that she was the worst Secretary of State, at least in our lifetime.
Dr. Rice, I love you to death. General Powell, love you, brother. But you can't escape the fact that they lied about WMDs in Iraq. I'm not saying that they're the worst Secretaries of State, but we had some pretty doozies in our day. I don't think she'll be amongst the worst now. Let's be real.
Donald Trump has the intellect, the stamina, and the strength to confront our enemies. No one doubts that.
Really? Really? Intellect? Stamina? We fucking somebody? No. Strength? Wait, can he bench press the United States? Yeah.
And he has the temperament to win.
They've been floating this temperament thing around for a while because Hillary's been saying he has no temperament. She can bait him. Just like she said in her speech, she can bait him with a tweet. All she do is let her people put something out. He responds to it. He has no temperament, trust me.
She's running on her experience. If I were her, I'd run away from my experience.
Hey, you gotta give him props for that. That was funny, but I think he used that before, but it was funny. I give him that.
She has destroyed more emails than I have ever written.
So what? You're old. Okay. She's 68, he's 72. They're both old. And that's all he did. He just did that. Attack. Then he introduces Mike Pence.
So it is my honor to introduce to Youngstown, Ohio, the governor of Indiana and the next vice president of the United States, Mike Pence.
Could they just afford the sound? And after listening to him and falling asleep, I went on to Trump.
On the world stage, it is my high honor and distinct privilege to give you a man of courage, a leader who will name our enemy and marshal the resources and the national will to make America safe again. I give you the next president of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
Stop. Have a time.
I'm sorry, guys. I just couldn't hear that again. I'm sorry. I just couldn't hear it again. And he spent about 10 minutes or more talking about all the things that he talked about in his convention speech. Everything that was what you would consider, well, everything that's bad with America right now. the nightclub shootings, Syrian uprisings, ISIS, things like that around the globe. He talked about a lot of bad things that are really happening right now, and you can't dispute that. But then he said this.
Importantly, she also lacks the mental and physical stamina to take on ISIS and all of the many adversaries we face.
What did he mean by that? I mean, he put emphasis on physical. Is he trying to call her old? Because they're both old. In fact, I think Donald Trump is older than her. What, I mean, does he think she's gonna attack ISIS on her own? Why did he put emphasis on physical? There have been reports going around that maybe Clinton, when she bumped her head a couple of years ago, that maybe she has Parkinson's disease. She's getting older, she's sick. I saw on some different websites of her coughing, and yes, she was legitimately coughing, like when she had the interview at the House committee. But they're both old, so I don't see why he would say something like that, unless he's trying to get it through the American people's minds that she is in fact old, being that maybe she's a woman and he's a man, and he seemed like he would have more stamina, or he would be more physical in the White House. I guess he's trying to put a male-female comparison to it. I'm not sure. And I know what you're thinking. After about a 6-minute YouTube video, you're wondering, why have I not given an analysis on Trump's foreign policy? There was none. He gave absolutely no ideas on what he was going to do. He said that he talked about the problems of the world and how he wanted allied countries to help, but he never gave a detailed explanation on what he was going to do. Now, he did say that he won't reveal what he's going to do to the enemy. And hey, I agree with him on that. I agree with a lot of people when they say, don't tell the enemy what you're going to do. If you're telling them that you're going to draw down, they know to wait till your ass is out of there. But he gave absolutely no foreign policy agenda. No, he didn't lay out any terms. He didn't set any course for foreign policy. If you don't believe me, comment below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the goddamn channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.